Hi Yogins, welcome to Play Along Practice with Amanda Shepherd Yoga. It is so nice to be back with you today. Practices tend to be about a level 2-3, so fairly strong. You want to make sure that you are physically able to do a strong flow. I think we're going to work with hips today. That was kind of per request. And always check the description to see where we go. And let's get started. I'm going to start in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So, props, blanket, couple blocks, and a strap. And I'm going to start with my blanket. So when you take it off the shelf in your yoga studio or in your house, it might look like this. I'm going to open it up this way. And then I'm going to take the kind of open edge side and roll it up with cannoli or taco. What else is Swiss roll? I think those are in those. And then I'm going to take the middle and place it on the top of my ankles. Soles of the feet together. I'm going to bring the outside edges in towards my sits bones. Right, so I can feel the entire soles of the feet touching each other. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to lay it down one vertebra at a time. Nice and easy. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. One more time. Nice deep inhale and exhale. This should be really comfortable and good. If you don't have a blanket or you prefer something else, you can use blocks or books. Draw your attention to any sensations. Maybe start with the sense of touch. So like you can feel the soles of the feet touching, maybe even the toes. You can wiggle them around. You might feel the pinky edge of the ball of the foot touching the floor. Sacrum, tailbones touching the earth, shoulder blades, back of the head, and maybe even the outer arms. Whatever you have doing with your hands. So what does the sensation offer you? Can you draw your attention to those internal senses of touch, like how the air is moving through the torso? Notice if there are any spots that are sticky or sort of unaccepting of movement. That might be where you need to work today. And then allow yourself to evolve the breath from belly through ribs up into chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. So you can stay focused on the breathing a little bit more. Take a few breaths here. With your next exhale, just take the blanket, let's put it out of the way. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. So soles of the feet to the sky, like you can get a suntan. If If you can't find the outside edges of your feet, grab your shins. That's too much hamstrings, right? Spreading the collarbones wide, keeping the spine nice and long on the mat. So if your low back is rounding up, then you go higher on the leg. Yep. Thighs are on the outer ribs. Knees are towards your shoulders. And the legs are like 90 degrees here. With your next exhale, right heel comes in, reach the left leg away. And you can roll to the left. Left heel comes in, reach the right leg away. Taking your time, letting the floor act like a massager on your back. This is going through to the obliques. And then keep the right leg where it is, left leg nice and long on the floor. It's pretty familiar in this, in my practices. Right sits bone scooping towards the top of the mat, so it's not reaching out to the side. Super wide, like you've got body shimmer on and you want to show it off to the galaxy. Good, nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, see if you can grab the outside edge of your right foot with your left hand, so the shoulder blades, it's going to lift. And then I'm going to keep pushing that inner right knee away from the body as I bring that leg across. I'm trying to see how straight I can get it. It's not going to go to straight fully this direction. It's like a reclined dancing Shiva variation. Right hips, right sits bones towards the top of the mat, right sideways super long. And then as I exhale, I'm just going to invite that number 4 stretch in. The closer the left knee comes into the body, the more you'll get out of it. You can always grab the shin. Then I'm going to make it a little bit deeper by hugging that leg into the chest, letting the shin come as parallel as possible, and reaching that left leg long on the mat. And then you should feel like a nice stretch all on the outer hip. Pushing that right foot towards the left to get a little more out of it. Good, nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to find my toe lock, index and middle finger around the thumb, seal it with the thumb, and reach that leg out to the side. For B position, Supta Utthita Asta Padangusthasana B. Hips scooping under. Inhale, reach that heel to sky. Right sideways, super long. Hug the leg muscle to the bone. Drop the arm bone into the socket. And then reach your right arm overhead so you can get a little bit more. As I exhale, I'm going to let the left hand find the ankle and then the right. So the shoulder blades are going to round. I'm going to spread the collarbones, hang off the leg. And then as I exhale, I'm going to roll down one vertebra at a time. Feeling your hamstrings. Good, nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm just going to do some ankle circles. And then I'm going to engage the left leg, reach the arms long, and just come on up to a Navasana variation. Lifting that chest to the sky as I exhale. Right heel comes down. I'm going to kick my butt with my left shin and open up for a seated Paradasana. Breathing here. Twisting towards that left knee, belly button's over the knee. I might stay here, I might grab the thigh and bring my shoulder on the inside. Left arm to sky, wrist circles. Maybe reach that arm overhead, finding the outside edge of the foot. Drop your left ribs in, keep leaning back. Good, as I exhale, come back through center. Bringing that chin in. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then just take the hands behind just to open the quadriceps a little bit. Top of the foot is on the floor. This is very simple. Reaching the tailbone towards the back of the knee, and you should feel your quadriceps stretching. If you need more, you're going to lay your tailbone and sacrum down. Maybe come to your elbows. Right? If you're tight like me, this might be enough. If you're pretty open, I have Yogandrasana, but you can see I'm really stretching the back here, so this is enough for me right now. Palms on the earth, come on up. And as I exhale, I'm just gonna step that left foot over the right and kick my butt with my right heel. Left arm behind you, right arm to sky. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm gonna twist. And just get that elbow in. Absorb the left ribs in, look over the left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. Good, nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm gonna bring my palms to the floor, all 10 fingers on the left side of the mat. Pushing down, I'm gonna imagine there is I'm gonna imagine I'm drawing my heels of the hands towards the body, keep the collarbones wide. Exhale, push away. Inhale, bring it in. A few times. Little counter twist. And then soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide, setting up for Baddha Konasana, down dangle, coming on down. Hinging at your hips, keep extending the spine. And you can open your feet like a book. Knees are going wide. Inhale back through center. Let's reach the feet a little further away, setting up for Omega pose. I like to lift up and relay the sits bones down. And then there's space at the hip flexor, so the hip point is going in so you can really hinge. Think of reaching the sternum towards the top of the mat. You might feel this outside. Soften the shoulders. Good, inhale, crown of the head forward and up. As you exhale, draw the feet back in. I'm gonna not use the blanket this time, I'm just gonna come on down. Supta Baddha Konasana, just scooching up so that the plant isn't in my way. Taking a couple breaths to reconnect into the sensations that you're feeling in the body. Next exhale, Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Bring the left heel in, reaching the right leg away. Back through center. Or, other side. And then I'm going to keep my hold on the left foot and reach that right leg nice and long. Breathing here. Can you think of the arm bone drawing into the sockets? And then I'm going to find the outside edge of that left foot with the right hand. And just try and reach that leg across the body, really trying to keep space in the hip flexor, knee moving away, and just trying to straighten that leg out while keeping my left glute on the floor. It's a supine dancing Shiva variation. Reaching out through the big chow mound of that left leg, so I'm not sickling the ankle. Good, exhale. Right knee comes in, number 4 stretch. Any variations you like. And then give that lower leg a hug. Right heel comes back to the earth or as close as you can get it. Trying to let the leg become, the shin become parallel to the top of the mat. Left side waist super long. And just pushing that left foot towards the right. You might need to negotiate a little bit here, right? And get a really nice stretch. Yogi toe lock around that big toe. And I'm going to reach that leg out to the side for B position. Again, let this left arm bone draw into the shoulder socket. Maybe lift the toes more towards your shoulder. So lift the arm so that foot will go with you. Inhale through center. How high is your shoulder lifting off the floor? Roll it down and away. Keep the side waist nice and long as you lift the arm towards the top of the mat. And then just hang on that leg, right? Grabbing near the ankle or wherever you can. You can grab near the hamstrings if that's more appropriate. Collarbones nice and wide. Exhale, roll it down. Shoulder blades back of the head. Nice stretch on those hamstrings. Should feel good and effective. Effective. Beautiful. Hover that right leg, reach the hands forward. We're going to take that Navasana variation. Just bring the sternum to the sun. Lifting it up. And then I'm going to let the left heel come down, kick my butt with my right heel, and open it up for seated Parigasana. Twisting towards that right knee, maybe grabbing the right thigh. And length down, shoulder on the inside. Right arm up and overhead. Keep leaning back. Arm to sky, come on up. As I exhale, I'm going to let that shin come forward. Take my hands behind me. Top of the foot is on the floor. Square my hips to the sky like headlights. Keep the tailbone long so I feel the quadriceps, and if I don't feel them here, then I might let the tailbone and sacrum come down, and I might come to my elbows. Breathing here. And if you need more, you can come down further. But if your knee is lifting like this, then stay where you are. Push into your feet, come on up, and then I'm just going to step that right foot over the left. Kick my butt with my left heel. Left arm to sky, exhale, twist. hands rolling towards the body, left ribs towards the right. Good, come on out through center. Hinging down, walk your hands forward. So it's like a Utthita Bhavantu, wrap the triceps down. Keep reaching with the chest. Inhale, come on up. And then I'm going to take a double pigeon. If this doesn't work for you, all right, if you can't stack the shins like genie arms, right, then Sukhasana, okay? Right arm on your left, Yoganidrasana arms as you take it forward again. Maybe allowing yourself a little cat-cow in the upper back, rounding the shoulders, and then reaching the fingers further from the body. Inhale, unwind, absorb those left ribs in, and then unwind the arms. Reaching that right arm towards the left. Keep that right sits bones grounded as much as you can. It might lift a little. Leaning back. Exhale, twist. Elbow comes to the inside. Pushing that foot into the tricep, straightening your left arm. Breathing here. Exhale, unwind. Just interlace the hands behind you. Dropping the shoulder blades down as you lift the pinkies up. Face out, right arm overhead, Yoganidrasana arms, breathing here. Absorb the left ribs in, leaning right. Left arm up and overhead, butterfly kiss. Keep reaching through the sideways. Exhale, find your twist. Elbow to the floor, straighten that right arm as you lean towards the top of the mat with your shoulder blade. And then come on out. I'm going to find Tolak. Both feet. Try to straighten the legs. Maybe take them out nice and wide. And then bring them a little closer all the way together. Find a nice happy place. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale, lift up, a little less momentum. Inhale, lift, and then just take your Sukhasana or your double pigeon to the other side. So the shins are stacked, knees right over the ankle, foot's kind of just hanging over the knee, right? Left arm under right. Breathing here, exhale, hinge it down. Maybe a little bit of cat-cow. Breathing here, absorb those left ribs in. Left arm up and over. Exhale, find your twist. Really pushing the foot and tricep towards each other. Find your lean. Back through center. And then let's, sorry about that. Right palm reach out. Left palm come up and over. Gomukhasana arms, absorb the right ribs in. Really reaching that elbow out towards the left. And then let it come down. Right arm up and over, butterfly kiss. Exhale, find your twist. So just opening the side waist, right? Breathing here. As you exhale back through center. And then instead of toe lock, let's take, I'm gonna have you put goggles on, right? Like letter C's around your eyes. And bring your elbows together. And then you're gonna take your goggles off. You've got 2 letter C's, connect them to your calf. And just reach the knees towards the shoulders. Let yourself wrap your calves into the elbows. Just sit up nice and tall, exhale, round. Inhale, sit tall, exhale, round. And I'm gonna squeeze those knees towards the shoulders. So this isn't particularly hard. This is like a level 1 variation. I'm gonna bring the feet to the floor about mat distance and just see if I can hinge in. And I'm gonna reach my hands out to the side. Hug those knees in towards your shoulder and then just straighten the legs. Kurmasana, roll your inner thighs towards the floor. Inhale, come on back out. My hamstrings are not particularly open, so that was hard. Interlace your hands behind you with the other index finger on top. If you're doing that more full, you really want the legs closer to your shoulder and you want to be able to lift the heels off the floor. Breathing here. Good. As I exhale, I'm going to come on out and make my way to seated so I can find my cat-cow. So tabletop, right? Maybe nice and easy. If you want to get into the QLs, sit bones towards your heels. Right, maybe take it the other way. You can do that a few times if you like. Take a nice deep inhale here, and as I exhale, I'm going to tuck the toes, lift those hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Finding your favorite variations. And then let yourself settle for a few breaths. Good, right leg is gonna lift, bend the knee, couple hip circles, 1 or 2 each direction. Look over under your left arm, see if you can see your toes. If you like to balance, maybe come on to the right fingertips. Maybe reach that right arm to sky, up and overhead. And then as I exhale, I'm gonna step that right foot right outside the right pinky. Left knee comes down, reach those toes away. You can have your hands on the floor on blocks. Scoop the belly in, reach the tailbone towards the left heel, and invite your variation of Uttana Prasthasana. Good, come on back up through center. I'm gonna bring my, I'm gonna walk my hands over to the left and pull with that right arm. And then as I exhale, I'm gonna face the right hand under the shoulder towards the top of the mat. Left hand is going to reach towards the back of the mat. I'm gonna scooch my left elbow underneath so it finds between the low ribs and the belly button, and I'm just gonna look towards the top of the mat as I tuck the left toe, side of the face comes down, lift the left leg, and then the right. Dvipada. What is it? Not Dvipada. Devadutapana asana. Devadutapana asana. Fallen angel. Then I'm going to come around and find Gomukhasana. Devadutapana asana, right? Yeah. Right hand, pat yourself on the back. Make some resistance by pushing the right elbow into your left fingertips. Left hand is going to reach around. Maybe you find the fingers, maybe you don't. Gomukhasana, you can hinge forward if you like. I don't really benefit from that, so I'm not going to do that. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, unwind the hands. Right leg extends. Find your goggles on the left eye, and then take that letter C and connect it to your calf. Bring that knee behind the shoulder. Parvata Suryantrasana. Sundial or compass. Breathing here. Good. As you exhale, rebend the knee. Plant your hands. You're going to push your hands into the earth. Keep that knee over the shoulder as much as possible. Elephant trunk. And then reach it through. Let's find plank pose. Bring the shins down and just allow yourself some cat-cows. I'm going to crawl myself out into a puppy pose, hips right over the knees. Keep the belly in as you keep reaching, maybe chest and chin, maybe onto the fingertips. And as I exhale, I'm going to come on back in, tuck the toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right foot reaches in, left leg to sky, couple hip circles. Go over under that right arm, maybe come onto the left fingertips, maybe lift that arm. As you exhale, step that left foot outside that left pinky. And just start to gently invite in your Uttanapana Kristasana. Breathing here. Belly scoops in. Exhale, come on down. No wrinkles on that inner ankle, so adjust your foot as necessary. Maybe reach for the big toe mound if you need to. Come on back up. Let's walk over to the right. You're going to pull with that left arm. Nice side stretch. And then let the left hand come under the shoulder. It's going to reach towards the top of the mat, all 5 fingers. Right hand, the 5 fingers are going to reach towards the back of your mat and snuggle that elbow in there. Look towards the top of the mat. Side of the face comes to the floor. Left, right, then left. And then come on down. Nice and easy. Transitioning from Dvipada Devadutapana asana, fallen angel, into Gomukhasana. All right, so pat yourself on the back with the left hand, make some resistance. Reach that Right hand around. Maybe you find the fingers, breathing here. You're welcome to pitch forward. If your hips are a little more open, the shins are more parallel. Good. Exhale, come on out. Find my letter C. Reach the left leg long as I connect that letter C to my calf. Bring that shoulder, that knee over the shoulder. And find either the outer foot, you can use a strap for this if you like, or the outer ankle. And you can also, this pose will work even if the knee is over the shoulder, over the elbow. Look underneath, try to lean back. Exhale, come on out. It's basically the same thing as seated Parasana. Plant your hands. Elephant trunk. Reach that left heel through. Come on back down to your shins. Breathing nice and easy. Finding some cat-cows. Walking yourself out into a puppy pose. Chest and chin. Maybe see what it feels like to tuck the right toes. Bring that in. See what it feels like to tuck the left toes. Bring that in. Maybe tucking both. Exhale, root into your forearms. Come on out to a Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, rolling in our thighs to sky, pubic bones on the earth with the belly. Really nice and broad across those collarbones. Maybe taking it a little higher. Be sure to relax your glutes when you do this. And then exhale, come on out. I'm gonna reach that right arm somewhere between 1 and 3. Left arm reaches out between 11 and 9. Back through center. Left arm's going to come in an angle. Set my low back, really breathe into the low back so it's like I can feel the inflation between the lower ribs and the top of the hip. Just open the quads, heel towards the outer hip, grab with your right hand, any hand grip you like. Breathing here. You need more. Straighten the left arm, pull the hand towards the body. And then exhale, come on out. We'll just take that to the other side. Right hand comes in at an angle, left hand next to your hip. And then you can add a little extension. Bring that back down, gently let it go. Breathing here. Hands by your low rib. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches, hip circles if you want them. Breathing here. And as you exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come onto your fingertips. We're going to go to a squat. So step that left foot up as well. And sink on down. If you don't like squats, stick a block under your bum and then you'll like it. And then let your right shoulder come to the inner right knee. Fly the arms, maybe turn the palms up in finding a clasp. Try to straighten the arms and lean back. Exhale, come on out. And then let's straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. Plant your palms under their shoulders and just lift the heels. Crane or crow pose. Yoganidrasana. Inhale, Cobra up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg, hips gonna open. A lot of hips today. Balancing anyway. As you exhale, left hand reattaches to the floor. Just reach the left foot around. Toes are gonna face out most likely. Come onto your fingertips so you have space to step up into your squat. I'm gonna back up a little bit because the couch is there. And coming on down, breathing here. You're welcome to move a little bit, maybe lift the toes. Knees and toes should be in the same line, just to keep your knees safe. Left shoulder comes to the inside, maybe fly the arms, maybe turn the palms up. Lean back. And as you exhale, unwind. I'm going to root to my feet to rise, turn the toes in, shake my wrists out. I'm going to find my goggles, right? Put those on. Look straight down at the floor as I bend the knees, and then elbows come inside. I'm going to reach my hands through, trying to get those knees or those shoulders behind the knees as much as possible. Plant your hands behind you. So I'm sitting on the triceps. Chest is reaching forward as I hug my inner knees in. All right. Then I'm just going to float the feet. And this is just like a Balasana, right? Maybe extend the legs. Titibasana, firefly. Exhale, bring it back down. And then just step on your hands. Astapadangustasana. Or Padahastasana, rather, sorry. Rolling back and forth, just to give the wrists a little massage. You can use your toes to do that. Inhale, extend the spine, plant your palms. And I'm going to reach that right leg to sky, might bend the knee. Palms pushing down, forearms towards each other, biceps away from each other, triceps back of the room. And maybe find a pickup. Take your time. Oh, keep those arms straight. I was going to go for a straddle, but maybe next time. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the side, wrist circles coming all the way up. Urdhvastasana. Exhale, Samastah. All right, I just want to circumduct the shoulders a little bit. Having some bicep tendon stuff with one of my shoulders. And I'm just going to do 16 of these. 5, 6, 8. So just circles. Try to keep the rest of the body still. 12. Take it the other way. Doesn't matter which way you start. As long as you do both directions. Okay. Shoulders a little bit of a shimmy. Reach the arms. Grab the right wrist with the left hand or right elbow. Feet are together for me. You can keep them hip distance. Tailbone long. Absorb those right ribs in. Lift out of the left side waist. Nice lateral stretch. Back through center. Take that to the other side. Shoulder blades lift the hearts. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, extend the spine. Plant your palms. Crane or crow pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Downward Facing Dog. Float the left leg, hip circles, step that left foot up, and then the right. Come on down to your squat. We take your wrists out, then find my goggles, look straight down as I push into the feet. Turn the toes forward. I have my ribs, outer ribs right inside the thighs. Once again, I'm gonna reach my shoulders through as much as possible. Take the hands down, hug inner knees to outer arms. Try to reach the sternum towards the front of the room. And just see. Titibasana. Exhale, bring it back down. Reaching that left leg to sky this time. Maybe find your strap. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the side or circles. Samastah. Taking a couple of breaths. All right, let's sink the hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Energy towards the heels, really sink it back. Try to keep the spine long long towards the back of the room. And then left elbow outside that right knee. Lean back that right shoulder blade, keep the hips low. Nice deep inhale here, exhale, unwind. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant the palms. No, let's just jump it back. Chaturanga, it's getting too complicated. Inhale, Cobra up dog. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Reach the right leg, open the hip, maybe lift the left heel, bringing the shoulder forward, left shoulder over the wrist, and see how far you want to go. Kamakarasana. Breathe into your low back as you lengthen it. Keep reaching. Exhale, three-legged dog. And then bring that knee towards your tricep. Ekapada Kundanyasana B, scissors. And then bring that knee to your chest. Give it a smooch. And step it between the hands. Heel to arch alignment. Virabhadrasana 2, opening up. Left arm down, right arm to sky. Reverse warrior. Root into the right foot, straighten that left leg. Reach out, Utthita Trikonasana. Left arm up and overhead. Butterfly kiss. As you exhale, rebend into that right knee and then let your hand come to the outside. Refind your Utthita Trikonasana. And then let your hand come to the inside. Rebend into that right knee, so you're working with Utthita Parsva Konasana, extended side angle. If you don't like, you can also have the forearm on the thigh, if that's better for you. Scoot your right hip under the body, your hands easily on the floor, and then reach underneath, finding your bind. Straighten the arms, maybe straighten the leg. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale, unwind. I'm going to open up to pigeon prep, opening that right knee out to the side. Left leg's going to reach away. Breathing here, use a blanket underneath your sits bones if you like. Sitting up nice and tall, exhale, come on forward. Just undulating with the breath. And just hang out. Try to make sure that your hip points are like headlights into the floor. So you might need to lift that right hip a little bit and drop back as you roll the left hip point down. And then find a twist, bringing that shoulder into the sole of the foot. Maybe stack the hands and lean back. Exhale back through center. Bring that foot to the floor as you draw the hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. And rebend into that knee. Let's take Just walk yourself out to the left. I'm gonna pull with that right arm. And as you exhale, I'm gonna let the elbow come to the floor and just drag the elbow all the way underneath. All right, so I'm gonna lift the hips a little bit. Let my shoulder come underneath the calf. Reach that arm out to the right. 4. Pinjalasana or Vishwamitrasana prep. Exhale back through center as I bring the foot down. Heel to arch alignment. I'm going to reach those hips all the way out to the right. And then see if I can bring the head under. Exhale, come back through center. Let's bring that right knee into the right armpit. My hand is right in front, the wrist is right in front of my toes. I'm going to step the left foot in. Bakasana, and then just step it up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend the spine, exhale, fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana, Urdhva. Exhale, Samastah. Alright, let's sink those hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Right elbow outside that left knee. Stack the hands. Get your booty low. If you're up here, it's actually harder to find the twist. Easier to lean back. More here. Exhale and one. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Hover the heels, push down with your hands. Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, Downward Facing Dog. Reach the left leg, maybe just hip circles. Maybe lift that heel. Maybe see how far you want to explore behind you. Hopefully more gracefully than that. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, get that knee nice and high. Ekapada Kundanyasana B. Knee gets a smooch as you step it between the hands. Heel to arch alignment. Yoganidrasana 2. Reverse warrior. Utthita Trikonasana. Remembering to scissor the legs towards each other asymmetrically. Exhale, rebend into that left knee and let your hand come to the outside. Utthita Trikonasana. And then let your hand come to the inside. Maybe reach that right hand around. Scooching that hip under the body. Finding your clasp, leaning back, straightening the arms. Maybe straighten the left leg too. Breathing here. Exhale and wind. See if you can let's see. Exhale and wind. I'm going out of order, but we're going to bring that right shin down, draw back, Ardha Hanumanasana. exhale, rebend into that knee. Let's walk your hands over to the right. Pulling with that left arm. Let the elbow come down and keep dragging the elbow as you lift the hips a little bit and just get your shoulder underneath there. Left arm's going to reach out to the left. Vishamutrasana prep. Exhale, unwind, replant that foot as you refine your heel to arch alignment. And my booty is sticking out to the left. I'm going to allow that to happen. Take my letter C, connect it to my calf, get that shoulder underneath. Maybe get enough swing with that hip to the left that I can get my head underneath and come back in, and then bring it back in. All right, exhale, unwind. I have the knee in my armpit. Wrist right in front of the toes. And kick my butt as I reach the right leg. Ekapada Bakasana. Left foot comes down, right foot steps up. Inhale, extend the spine, exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana, Urdhva. Exhale, Samastah. Breathing here. Take a moment to reconnect to your breath, noticing the sensations as they're moving through the body. Next inhale, reach those arms, breathe into the back of the body. Let those shoulder blades lift the heart nice and high. Exhale, fold it in, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, left elbow outside that right knee. Get it in nice and deep. Breathing here, leaning back. This time as you exhale, you're going to lift the heels, all 10 fingers right side of the mat. Keep the connection between your tricep and your outer knee. Twisted scissors, Ekapada Kundanyasana A. Bring the feet back down. Fold it in, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Plant the palms through your vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. And let's turn the left toes out as we step that right foot up. Yoganidrasana 1. As you exhale, lean it forward. Just let your hands come right inside the foot. And I'm going to take my letter C. Right, connect it to that right calf. Let that shoulder come on in. And maybe interlace the hands behind me. Breathing here. Now from here, as I exhale, it's a little tricky. I'm going to step the left foot, heel to arch alignment, and find Baddha Trikonasana. Lean back. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale. Left hand comes down. I'm going to pivot the left heel, and then reach my, the shoulder still underneath the calf. I'm going to reach my right arm out to the side. Turn the toes. Vishamutrasana. Exhale, come on down. What is this? Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. comes down. I'm gonna do heel to arch alignment. Walk my hands towards the left side of the mat as I reach my right hip way out to the right. And then see, I might grab my ankle with the left hand, right ankle with the left hand. Just see if I can get that head through. Exhale back through center. And then just move through vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Downward Facing Dog. All right, let's step that left foot in, reach that right leg to sky. And just try to find your pickup, nice and slow. And maybe find a straddle. Feet together. Come on down. If you can come directly into Utkatasana, do that. Inhale, extend the spine. If that's not you, exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Or Samastah. Exhale, Samastah. Shake your wrists out. Inhale, reach up. Invite that front body opening. Everything below the waist is rooting into the earth. Exhale, diving in Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Right elbow outside that left knee. Parivrtta Utkatasana. Revolved. Lean back. Exhale, lift the heels. Bring the fingers to the left side of your mat. Ekapada Kundanyasana A, twisted scissors. Exhale, come on out. Fold it in, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And then through your vinyasa. Right toes turn out, left toes step up. Yoganidrasana 1. Exhale, come on forward. Let your hands come right inside, shoulder distance. You need to adjust your feet by all means. And I'm going to bring the shoulder to the calf, fly the arms, interlace the hands. Breathing here. From here, nice and gentle, gracefully, I'm going to root down through that left foot. And just hop that right foot to heel to arch. It's pretty tricky. Left hip comes under the body. Baddha Trikonasana, down triangle. Nice deep inhale here. I'm going to rebend into that knee. Reach my hands out towards the right side of the mat, and then get underneath a little deeper. Reach that left arm out to the left. Vishwamitrasana. Exhale, come on back in again. Left hip out to the left. I might grab the ankle with my right hand. You can get your head under there. And then bring the knee down again. That might be out of order. Ardha Manasana, breathing in. Good, exhale. that right leg to sky. Taking your time. Maybe finding a straddle. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Utkatasana. Urdhvastasana. Exhale, Samastah. Alright, breathing here. Shake your wrists out. Let's sink the hips as we bend those knees. Utkatasana. I'm going to come all the way down like I'm bringing a beach ball, little small beach ball towards the top of the mat. Moving through Malasana garland. Exhale, sits bones are going to come to the earth. I'm going to breathe here, and I'm going to take, if you have long hair, take your long hair. You're going to wrap it up and tuck it into your shirt. All right. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale. I'm going to lay down. All right. Left foot to the floor. I'm going to take that right foot. I'm going to bring my right heel into the left palm. Nice deep inhale here. Maybe reach that left leg nice and long. As I exhale, scooping the belly in, I'm going to lift the shoulder blades. And just see if I can get that shoulder behind the knee. Breathing here. And then I'm going to try and bring that leg behind my head. Ekapada Shirshasana. Reach the left leg nice and long. Nice deep inhale here. Gently come out. Both legs to the sky. I might turn the toes towards the right and just see if I can touch the right fingertips. Try to keep the left shoulder blade down. Take it back through center. Come on back up. Navasana boat pose. And then I'm just going to lay it down. Now you might work with Ardha Nandavalasana. You might take the heel to the right into the palm of that right hand. Find your letter C. Connect it to your calf. And see you can get that shoulder right underneath the knee. Then you're going to lift your chin. Ekapada Shirshasana. Exhale, come on out. Both legs to sky. Reach the hands forward. Navasana boat pose. I'm going to come on up. All right. Okay, so just rock the baby, right? Swaddle the baby. Let her see. Connect it to the right calf. I'm going to bring that knee over the shoulder. Yogandrasana. As I exhale, I'm going to rebend the knee and see if once again Ekapadashirsasana. Breathing here. Maybe think about the idea of just touching and then gently release. Okay. Just swallow. That might be enough for you to do. Maybe connect that letter C to your calf. So to find this, I am rounding a little bit, right? I'm rounding the upper back. I'm going to find the outer ankle. Slide the left hand out to the left. Straighten the leg. This is Yogandrasana. Then I'm going to rebend and I'm going to reposition that shoulder, touching, the shoulder blade touching the hamstring, right? So I can fold the knee over the top of the shoulder. Yeah. Then I'm going to reach the knee back and out to the side. As I exhale, I'm going to fold in a little bit. Pulling my hair. And see if I can find it. Ekapadashirsasana. Coming on out. Oh. My hips are not quite as open as they were. Okay, so we're going to try it from the floor. Either Supta Ekapadashirsasana, single leg behind the head, reclined, or Yoganidrasana, Yogi sleep. All right, so laying down. Bring my favorite leg in. Letter C connected to the calf. You can roll around here if you need to. Right? Bring the other knee up. See if you can get that shoulder touching the hamstrings. Ooh. Interlacing the ankles and lifting the chin. I couldn't get my chin lifted. Not too bad. All right, let's try side two. Letter C, connected to the calf. Okay, then bend the other leg. So you can get your shoulder in there. All right, breathing air. It's just not as available to me as it used to be. It'll come back, I think. But Yoganidrasana prep. Okay, then to release, it's a lot of forward fold. So let's find a block. I'm going to take a nice supported bridge. I've got it actually on the lowest one. Even if you're really bendy, place it there. And then you're going to take your fingers, find your hip points, and just place your fingers right in there. Really relax your belly. And just massage the iliacus muscle and maybe the psoas. So you're going to get the fingers underneath the belly, touching the inside of the aces, and then trying to get your fingers to go a little deeper. Maybe even under the belly towards the pubic bone, so you can try and get transverse abdominis. Just giving yourself a little massage. Gently release. If you ate in the last few hours, you probably don't want to do that little maneuver there. Then I'm going to take this one higher, so I'm going to walk my feet in, heels are lifted. I want this block on middle height, right underneath, supporting my sacrum. And then maybe reach the right leg long and then the left. So you're going to get a really sweet stretch on your psoas. Keep the low ribs drawing towards each other and lifting off the waist. So that the stretch can be here and not in your low back, right? And as you exhale, I'm going to grab the outside edges of the mat as I draw the knees in towards the chest. Reach those legs overhead, or reach those legs to sky. Then I'm going to bring one foot down and then the other. Lift up, draw the block out, roll out one vertebra at a time. Drop the knees off towards the right. Reach out with your left arm. Come on back through center, knees to the left. Reach out with the right arm. Back through center. Anything else you need to do before the end of your practice, feel free to do it. All right, set yourself up for your final relaxation. And your blanket shouldn't be too far, so if you like to use that for your Shavasana, go ahead. Let the breath go. Let the practice go. If you feel yourself drifting out of sort of very relaxed state, let yourself focus on any of the sensations that are pulling you out. And make it as centered sensory experience that draws you back to the breath. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, begin to bring some awareness back to the breath. Take a nice deep inhale in, exhale through the mouth. Start to move the fingers and toes into some wrist ankle circles. Maybe bring the knees into the chest. Maybe pick a side of the body to roll onto for a breath or two. And when you're ready, in your own time, make your way up to a nice, comfortable, seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe sitting on your blanket or santosha cushion or whatever you like to sit on. So that you can just have the hip points a little bit elevated as opposed to the knees. You can also sit on a block. And now I'm going to end with Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, and perfect peace. First phrase is 3 times, second phrase is 1, and then an Om. Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hands to heart center, thumbs to third eye. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, and perfect peace. Namaste, Yogins. Thanks for playing. Have a great rest of your day.